So we're going to go through a short video, just a couple of minutes on the kettlebell swing, and we've covered this before, but I've seen a lot of people, and this is trainers and the public, performing this kettlebell swing, which is one of the most popular kettlebell exercises. Virtually everyone does the swing. It's one of the main exercises that is. And I see a lot of people adapting the swing, whether it's just to make their mark on as a trainer, or they've been shown wrong, or it's just the way they've developed over time, they've watched other people do it. Anyway, you need to work out what you're trying to achieve from an exercise. Now, there's a reason for doing any sort of exercise, and you need to work out what that is for your own goals. But kettlebell swing is predominantly a really resistance-based cardiovascular exercise. In terms of muscle groups, it's designed to work the erectors of the back, the core, the glutes, and the hamstrings. Now, I see a lot of people who are using a lot of arm movements and a lot of quad movements. We're very quad dominant anyway as a population. Now, we need to get away from that. The swing is designed to bring in the posterior chain, so let's use it correctly. Your quads are going to give out before your heart gives out, so let's use those backside muscles in the back. If you can lift the kettlebell sort of over chest height to head height, like a lot of CrossFit style training does, you're using too light a weight. Now, with any kettlebell exercise, you should be lifting the heaviest possible weight you can safely use with correct technique. Yeah? Use the heaviest weight. So if you're used to using a 6 kilo or an 8 kilo, and you can do 5 minutes of swings, up that to a 12 or 16. And the guys, if you're used to using 12 or 16, get up to 20, 24 or even higher. If you can work for 30 seconds, put it down and be pretty much out of breath, that's about right. 30, 45 seconds up to a minute, and do reps of those. That's what you're looking for. So, from the side, the movement starts from the hips. So it's hips back. There's no movement from the knees as such. You're only getting a bend or a flexion in the knee because your hips are going backwards. You're not initiating with a squat, because that'll bring in the quads. Push the hips back, feel some tension on the hamstrings, the glutes. You're using the back nice and flat or slightly arched. Your arms, upper arms should be against your rib cage throughout until the very, very last moment. And your forearms or wrists should be against your inner thighs. And as you come up, you bump the arms off the body. So you're really driving through, you're snapping the hips, not snapping the knees, driving the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, get full extension. So again, we said this before, at the top of the movement, you might think you're in hyperextension, but you're actually in full hip extension. I'm not leaning back from the back itself, I'm pushing the hips forward. Come up to sort of midsection, lower chest height. Okay, you shouldn't be having to come up any higher than that. So with the kettlebell, breathe up to start. So the upper arms stay against the rib cage until the last moment. You're pushing the hips back. That's all you're doing. You're pushing the hips backwards and driving forwards. And you're bumping the arms off the body. So keep the upper arms in contact with the rib cage. Only come up to sort of midsection height. If you're using a really heavy kettlebell, the bell may only come to there. That's not an issue. I'm still using the same amount of power, and that's what you're looking for. You're still going to get out of breath, you're still going to work the cardiovascular system and work all those backside muscles and the core. So we've gone over this before, but try and bring that back into the swing. Lose the quad dominance.